Zealand. Now, by the way, the accent that you're hearing right now, always want to get right out there that it's a Canadian accent, all right? I always need to make sure I get that one straight. However, I have left Canada for the last 3 years. I now live in what I would say is probably the best country in the entire world. I now reside in Australia. So,
Thank you.
And I'd go even one step further. I'd even suggest I live in the most beautiful state in the entire world, Queensland. And just like that, I've lost the audience. Now we're going to get to know a lot about each other. But what I want to do is bring up the lights. Let's get a look at you. Who's cruising with? Oh, look at this. Yes. Oh, you people look good. No. Listen, I don't want to say anything bad about anyone, but we just finished a voyage, a 5-day cruise to Hobart with an overnight and back, all right? It was a complete booze cruise. So looking at all this, it looks like we have the classy fun people here compared to the schoolies that we had last week. So, is that who it is? Are you the fun people? Yeah. That's what we want to see. Now, by the way, we're sailing to about 3,200 of you on board. So a nice full ship. But I'm actually curious where everybody came from. First, I want to find out the overseas. Apparently, I have quite a few Brits in. Where are the Brits? Look at this right down here in the front. That is the most excitement I've ever seen from a Brit in 10 years of working on cruise ships. Thank you for that. There could be 90 of them. They're here and you wouldn't even know. How about Americans? There's quite a few Americans in. Where are they? And 4 of them made them into the show. So welcome to the Americans. Did anyone from Canada make it in? Just mom and dad in the back. Welcome to the 2 of you. Always nice having you back in. This one killed me. There were 70 people from New Zealand. Where are the Kiwis? Seriously, we saw it on the sheet. 70 taking a trip to go see their own country again. So that's nice to have them on. Are you the Kiwis? Oh, no, they don't want to admit it. Now, any other countries before I say the one that we're in right now? Anybody from any other country? Yell it out. Except for the crew. Mexico? I hear Mexico down there? No? All right, where are my Australians at?
Yeah.
Let's figure out where in Australia you came from. How many of you drove to the ship? You're from New South Wales. Give me a cheer.
Yeah.
Yay. They had the shortest commute. Yay. South Australia? See, more excited than New South Wales. They had to travel. How about Victoria? They have been the most excited people since we resumed cruising back down in Australia. After the couple of years that you guys had in Victoria, nobody deserves a cruise and the freedom like you guys do. Welcome on board to Victoria. We're very excited to have you all with us. How about Western Australia? Oh, they traveled the furthest. They have way more energy. Welcome to Western Australia. How about the territories? Including ACT? See, they always feel left out. Don't worry, I got you. How about my fellow Queenslanders? Where are you? Over there in the back. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking right now. You're looking up at the Queenslanders going, why would they fly all the way down to Sydney to jump onto a cruise when they have the Coral Princess sailing out of Brisbane? The reason why, it's actually quicker and more convenient for them to fly and get on a cruise out of Sydney than it is to go to their new terminal that they built all the way out in Pinkenba. So, they're saying, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, by the way, when it comes to entertainment this cruise, we have a lot going on. Like so many different acts that we flying in and out. We have some great tributes coming up this cruise. We have a Freddie Mercury tribute taking the stage later in the cruise. Anyone like Queen? Yeah. Now we're gonna go full on rock and roll for that. But if you like something a little bit more passive, we have a couple of country tributes. We're gonna have a Johnny Cash tribute coming on stage and a Dolly Parton. Any country fans? Good. We're gonna have a tribute to ABBA at the end of the cruise. Anyone like ABBA? Look at this. You guys are starting to get excited coming on. Nathan Foley. I think. Yeah. Oh, some of you are already cheering for that one. He is phenomenal. If you don't know, he's just come off The Voice, releasing his own album. He's going to be doing a show in a couple nights' time to the music of 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Some real music. A lot of fun that you're all going to enjoy. We have a production cast. You're going to see 3 different amazing production shows out of them over the course of the 2 weeks. And tonight, we're going to jump right into a bit of comedy magic showtime. Are you guys ready for this one? Yes? Yes. Well, we're actually really excited to have this performer on board. Actually, when I found this out, this blew me away. He is actually ranked the #1 comedy magician in all of the high seas. Are you pretty excited for this? Yeah? We didn't get him, we got his brother. So that's pretty exciting for me, I think. So please welcome to the stage, Patrick McCullough.
All right, now everybody, listen to me. We're going to start a show. Now, some of you people have been with me before. You know it's going to be a tough grind. It's going to be the toughest that you ever lived through. But we're going to have a show.
Hi. I'd like to start off with doing something a little strange. That's not it. This is it. I'll explain something to you.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, don't show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Okay.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Keep going, music. Think of this as deja vu. You ever wonder what the French say for deja vu? No, but I've seen that before. A little bit new.
So instinctive, so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Speak slow, speaking fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know it.
And that was something completely different.
There you go. You don't see that every day, do you?
No.
Straight after this show, I'm off to Colombia. I've got a new job as the delivery man. Hi folks, welcome to the show. My name's Patrick. I'll explain to you why I'm dressed like this in just a moment. But I hear a lot of people from Australia here. I'm from Ireland. Yeah, Phillip, Ireland, in Australia. Yeah. No, the reason I'm dressed like this is a true story. I got off the ship. I flew down from Queensland. Who's the Queenslanders? Nobody's owning up to it. I flew down from Cairns today. Got off the ship. The last bag off the thing looked like my bag. It's a pink colour. No other bags. I picked the bag up. I come to the ship. I sign on. Go to my room. Get ready to do the show. Open the bag. There's some guy with number plates and stuff in it. He has all my clothes. So I have this to wear for 4 days. And he's driving around Sydney with a kilt and a leather hat and a waistcoat on. So that's why I'm dressed like this. Normally I dress a little bit better for the show, but I just have to put up with it. As long as we have good fun, that's what it's all about, yeah?
Yay!
See these people here? They come to all my shows. Yeah. Anyway, it's good that you're here. Now, this is the first time I've been in this ship, and I worked a princess ship many, many times. I love princess ships. In fact, I love princess so much, all my robes and things at home, I've got princess written on them. That's how much I love them. I really do. And you know what I love doing? You know how I love to spend my days here? Hello, how you doing? Hi there. Can we get you anything? Like a watch? One of the things I love doing on the ships is I love to sit in my room and watch the bow camera. I watch that for hours. Now it doesn't sound exciting as you're sitting there with a chocolate biscuit, a cup of tea in the nude. That is good. Okay, I know some of you people sitting in the nude might be a bit scary. A little old people here. Yeah? I'm pretty old myself. Anyway, listen, the idea is that we're going to have a lot of fun tonight at the show. Now, I have a couple of things to do before we actually start. I have a little bag here, and it's very important that I hand this out to somebody that I can trust. You see, yeah, look, she's put her hand up. How nice are you? What's your name? Jan, could you come? You don't have to come up on the stage, Jan. Just come forward and grab the bag. And can you hold on to that for me, Jan, all the way through the show? You don't have to stand there. Sit down, relax. You can put it on the floor. It's not a bomb, Jan. You can put it on the floor and just look after it. That's all you got to do. Give Jan a little round of applause for getting into it. Okay. Okay. So, now you know how the balloon's gone. The doctor said to me, you've got the worst case of coloured hemorrhoids I've ever seen. People will ask afterwards, I'm not going to tell you. Anyway, I think it's time for we'll start off with a little bit of mind reading, yeah? Yeah!
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Do any of you feel any different?
No.
No, you were asleep before and you're sleeping now. I know it's the first night of the cruise, but we're going to have to get a little bit of energy out of you. So I'm going to pick people at random, and let's see if we can pick first. The gentleman here, is that a pink or a red shirt, sir? Red. What's your name? Noel. Oh, it's just in time for Christmas. Well, he said Noel, but did I pick him up wrong, or is he? Okay, we'll call him Noel, eh? Because he'd be smart. Okay, Noel Gallagher, that's a good name. Okay, Noel, I'm going to ask you to think of something in a minute, Noel. I'm going to try and read your mind, but I have to connect with you, so I'm going to connect with you right now. A connection is made, Noel, and I am getting reading through from the other side. Noel, did you have a dog when you were younger? I thought that. And Noel, is that dog dead now? Yes? No, I'm getting a message through from that dog. Do you want to know what the message is? Woof, 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 woof. Does that mean anything to you, Noel? You haven't met it for a while. No, I'm going to ask you to think of something, and I want you to think of it as quickly as possible. Don't mull it over in your head, just come up with it in your head, okay? I'm going to ask you to think of any number between 1 and 100 now. Have you got one? Have you got one? Just think of one number between 1 and 100. You got one? Not number 1? That's a pity, because 1's the one I'd thought of. I thought you might have got that. Don't expect anything too smart here, folks. Now listen, what I'd like to do now is to show you this here. And we'll come back to you, Noel, a little bit later. What would you call this?
Rope.
You would call it rope. This is actually Irish string. It's a little bit thicker than normal string. Everything in Ireland is a bit thicker, which makes me a lucky man and a liar. Now there's 3 bits. There's a bit in the middle. People over this side, what's the bit in the middle called? Well done. I knew you'd get that. The bit over here is called the
end.
The end. And over here we have the middle. Now, every bit of string has got a beginning, a middle, and end. Now, watch very closely. I take the beginning, I take the end of the string, and I'm going to tie them together. And there's not many people up the front here. So I'm going to come down to you. I think it's the easiest way to do this. You've all got masks on? Yes, you do. Boom, 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 boom. Gentleman here, what's your name, sir? Colin, can you hold your hand up high, Colin, and hold onto this for me? Yep, and what I'm going to do is stretch it out just a little bit like this. Colin, you've taken the beginning and the end. Has this ever happened to you before, Colin? It's a time of life. You can get pills for it now, Colin, okay? But look, I take the beginning, I take the end of a bit of string, I tie them together, and ladies and gentlemen, I do this. Now sometimes I do it the other way around. It doesn't make any difference. I don't even know why I mentioned it, but I have. So I'm going to push on. So what happens is you end up with a long piece with a beginning, a middle, and a end. Thank you. Watch very closely. I can take the beginning and the end, Colin. One more job for you and it's all over. I take the beginning and end, I tie them together like this, called a granny knot, because she taught me how to tie it. Colin, can you just rub my finger like that? Just slowly, mate, slowly. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not. I used to be, Colin. I'm surprised you haven't stopped yet, which is a really weird thing. Yeah, you can stop, Colin. Colin, do you believe that sharpens fingers? It's either yes or no, Colin. You do? You're easily fooled. Of course it does. Watch, look, cut the rope. Remember this one? Yes. There are only two ways of doing this. One is with applause and one's without. I know which one we're going with now, okay? If I cut this here, if I was to untie this, how many bits would I have?
2.
2 is the correct answer. Now, I did a show on a Holland America ship a few weeks ago, and one woman, way at the back, just yelled out, 3! And I went to cut it in half, and she went, 3! And then I thought about it, and then I realized there are 3 types of people in this world. There are those that can count, and those that can't. Some of you guys aren't going to get these jokes, are you? If I have to explain, it's going to be a long show. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start again. I'll use this long bit. It's got a beginning, a middle, and a end. Now, have you ever seen a piece of string with more than 2 ends, anyone? Yes, you have. You fold a piece in half, how many ends would you have? The answer's here. No, the answer is 3. End number 1, end number 2, end number 3. This is not a real end, because a real end would have to have one of these on. But you couldn't have 3 of those on a piece of string. That's impossible. Otherwise you won the half of these. Don't clap along, sir. They will throw your fish. If you had 4 ends, that all makes sense because you could have 4 ends. But then you have to have 2 middles. If you had 2 middles and 4 ends, you have 2 pieces. You're not following this, are you? Just for you guys. I wouldn't normally do this. I'm going to start again. I use this long bit. It's got a beginning, a middle, and a end. That's right. I'm not drunk with it. It's a ship movie that did that. Okay. What I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take the beginning, take the end of the bit of string, I will place these into my pocket, which will isolate them from the rest of my body, if not the universe. They are now in my pocket, and I've got to come down again. There are people sitting up the front in Egypt, there's not, so I'm going to have to come down. And this lady here, could you put your hand in my pocket and just check for me? It's okay. It's okay, I really wanted Colin to do it, to be honest. You don't have to, Colin, because the beginning's here, the end's here, the bit in the pocket is the middle. You're left with a long piece of Irish string. Sometimes I do this, give a clap. That's what I love, spontaneity. I used to finish with this. I don't do this any longer. Oh no, don't do it. One person, the rest of you going, go ahead, monkey boy, kill yourself. Give us something to talk about for the rest of the cruise. Okay, on the count of 3. 1. 2. I'll count, it's my life. Okay, 1. 2. Now you're coming alive, okay. 1, 2, 3. It's a trick head, it's not the string. Now, I think we're going to go back to the mind reading. Noel Gallagher. Are you Irish, Noel? Or is it just an Irish name? It's what? Oh, were they? People come up to me all the time. They go, my grandmother was Irish. So was mine. What's the big deal? Okay. Well, listen, let's get back. Yeah, okay. Colin, let's get rid of that one. That's an old one. What number, by the way, it's impossible for you to know what number you picked. Just, what number did you pick out of interest sake? I never got that. Okay, so I'm going to use a lady for this. Is this a lady down here? How you doing? What's your name? Yeah. Nancy. Nancy, it's time for a little bit more mind reading. Now, Nancy, it's really rude to ask a lady how old she is. So how much do you weigh? Joking, Nancy. Nancy, I'm going to get you, when I ask you to think really, really quickly of something. Okay, Nancy, when I count to 3, I want you to think of any animal in the world. Think of any animal. 1, 2, 3, now. Okay, Nancy, have you got one? Nancy, if I get this right, I'll be amazed, to be honest. Nancy, for the first time, and you can just yell as loud as possible, you might want to take your mask off to yell it out. Can you yell out the name of the animal that you're thinking about? A what?
An elephant.
I have here the short-nosed elephant. You folk are really hard to impress. Okay. So what I'd like to do now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to go home and sleep with Shania Twain. That's not going to happen, so I'm going to do a card trick instead. Look at this. Yeah, I learned that in jail. I learned that in one day. I dropped a card, never got it wrong again. This one here took a while longer, but he sends me a Christmas card every year, and we really are good friends. Okay. Now, Colin, I'm going to ask you, you don't have to do much. Can you just come up a little to the stage for me? There's not many people here, unfortunately, because everybody's tired. It's the first night. That's understandable. Colin, just take these cards and count 6 onto my hand one at a time. Une. Off the bottom, nice. Deux. Trois. 4. 5. 6. Well done, Colin. You can sit down. Your job is complete. Just put them there. Good man. Okay. Give Colin a little round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the 6-card trick because it uses
6 cards.
You are sharp, you people. You really are. And Colin counted 6 cards. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6, Colin. Good try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The way the trick works is you throw away 1, 2, 3 cards like that, and you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still 7. I'm pretty sure you throw away 1, 2, 3, and you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Maybe you throw away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And then you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 7. I know, it's impossible. Well, it's even more possible you throw away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards and be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. That would be much better, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's why it's called a 6-card trick. Doesn't matter how many you throw away, you throw away 1 and still be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just goes on forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once I was on a stage like this, in a room with not many people in it, and I threw away 1, 2, 3 cards like that. But I could feel people's eyes burning me on stage, and I only had 3 cards left. What do you do as a magician? You're always left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called the 6-card trick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, people are very tired today because you got on the cruise. What I'd like to do is just 1 second, because I haven't got my normal jacket. I just got to get something here. I'll keep talking to you as I tell you a joke. Did you hear about the Irishman who goes into a bar and he orders 7 whiskies and a pint of Guinness, and the guy pours him the 7 whiskies and he drinks the whiskies as the guy's off getting a pint of Guinness, and the guy comes back and says, "You drank those really quickly." And he goes, "I know." He said, "You'd have to drink them quickly with what I've got." He said, "What have you got?" He says, 50 cents. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I went backstage because I'm not wearing a normal pockets. I forgot something. I have to push through. That's life. Anyway, I'm sitting on this stage. I didn't know that I was going to become a magician. And I also didn't know that to the day my bag went around, because you don't know what life's all about, do you? In fact, I went to university at one point and I studied entomology and microbiology. Has anybody any idea what that is? Me neither. I never went to any classes. It's the study of insects and microorganisms, right? And I remember going to university and I was sitting looking down the microscope at these mandibles of a locust, and I thought, "Do I want to do this?" And the answer was no. And I took off my glasses and my white coat way back years ago, and I went out and I phoned my mum. I said, "Mum, I've just walked out of university." Now most mothers would go, "Are you crazy?" But mine said this. She said, "That's powerful." That's a word she would use. It could mean either good or bad. She said, "That's powerful. You just got to do what you want to do," which I thought was really nice. Anyway, years later, I became a hotel manager, And I walked out of that job after about 15 years. I phoned my mum up, she said exactly the same thing. And then I became a magician. And then she told me when I was young that she knew I would always become a magician. But I didn't know. Now, she died a few years ago. I made up this little story about her. And I'm going to tell you. Can we have a little bit of music, please?
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
You guys are very kind. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for just a little bit of audience participation. Now, I know you people are tired and so forth, but I'm going to have to borrow somebody out of the audience to come up and help me. It's just the way life is. And I'm going to just point at somebody and hopefully they will do what we ask. You see the gentleman over there in the grey shirt? Yes, sir. Yeah, the one that's looking away now, I think, I hope he's not looking at me. What's your name, sir? Jeff. Jeff, give Jeff a round of applause. Come and help me, Jeff. Good man, thank you. Yes, you should be clapping, because if it wasn't him, it could have been you. Mission impossible, Jeff. Yes, please, good man. Steps, perfect. Very good job. Where do you come from? Oh, Queensland. Stand over here, please, Jeff, on the trap door. Not yet. You're a big guy, Jeff, aren't you? Okay. Now, Jeff, we're going to play a little game. The game is called Pop the Balloon. I do all my own choreography. It does look better with the kilt and the hat, but you got to put up with it. Now, Jeff, at ease, the war's over. Okay. I know it's hard to see, Jeff, I know. We'll solve that problem in a minute. Jeff, are you left or right-handed, my friend? Oh, come on. That made me jump, forget that. Are you left or right-handed? Right-handed. Hold this in your left hand then, please. Now I have here a safety pin. You're not going to do what I do. Okay, don't do anything to these balloons. Hold the pin like that. Now in a moment, Jeff, I'm going to ask you to burst one of the balloons, but not yet, please, not yet, okay? Now, the thing is, I'm going to try and predict which one you're going to pop. It's not going to be the green one, but I'm going to try and predict it. The thing is, I can just look at it and that'll be easy. The thing is also, you can see which one you pop. So to make this fair, Jeff, what we're going to do, and that light's right in your eyes. Aha! Now Jeff, good man. Now Jeff, can you see anything? Sure? No? Okay, good. Now Jeff, not yet. The words are burst the balloon, Jeff, not pop the balloon, okay? Okay. We're going to play the game pop the balloon, but he has to burst the balloon. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm going to stand over here. And to be fair, his head's covered with a bag, so I'm going to cover my head with a bag as well. Now. And we're ready to play Pop the Balloon. I'll be honest with you folks, if people just walk in at this point and see this, they'll be thinking this is like a gay meeting of the Ku Klux Klan. So Jeff, the words will be, and this is just I'm telling you, don't do it yet, the words will be pop the balloon, okay, or burst the balloon. And just do one. When you hear one pop, Jeff, that's it. And I'm going to try and guess which color it is. You guys will have to tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? Are you ready, Jeff? Burst the balloon! Has he done one?
Yep.
Let me think. Was that a red one?
Yep. Yeah.
You know, in Northern Ireland, if you got a bag like this over your head, you're normally a bit more worried than this.
Oh, right in the back of my head.
Now you're probably thinking to yourself, he's got somebody in the audience sending him a message about a buzzer on his wrist or something. And I know which one it is then. At one buzzer too. No, but that's a really good idea. I should do that the next time, okay. I'm telling because I can hear how much air is in the balloon, and I can tell which one it is. So to make that, to compensate for that, when I count to 3 this time, I'll count 1, 2, 3, you all yell, and then I'm going to ask him to burst the balloon, okay? Are you ready, Jeff? 1, 2, 3, everybody yell! Pop the balloon, Jeff! Pop the balloon! Oh, have you got one? I thought I heard one there. Yeah, I didn't hear hi. I'm going to go for the blue one. Was that the blue one?
Yeah.
It was! Okay, Jeff, there's one more to go. Jeff, pop the last balloon. Pop the balloon, mate. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Why is it?
Give him a big round of applause. He did great. Oh, there's another balloon. Oh, we didn't burst it. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do now is do a little bit more mind reading. A little bit more mind reading. Who was it picked the elephant? What was her name? Very good. I'd never got an elephant, to be honest. What I could do is just draw a big beak on it now, and that would sort of make it into an elephant. Not unimpressive. Okay, so I need a lady for this one. There's nobody on this side. Oh, nobody. Come on. What about back here? The lady sitting second in. What's your name? Lee? Lynn, how you doing? That's my wife's name. Nice name, Lynn. Lynn, where are you from? Are you Australian, American? Australian. Imagine you're in a supermarket in Australia, which could be any one, you know. Which one are you in? Woolworths. So you walk into Woolworths, and you walk down any aisle you want, then. Could be the right, the left, and when you get halfway down or three-quarter way down, you decide to stop. And when you stop, you can look to the left or the right. You can look at the 5 shelves from the top to the bottom. And you will see an item in your mind's eye then. I want you to think of that item now. Lynn, have you got one? Now, to be honest with you, the chances of getting an elephant were pretty slim. The chances of me getting the item you're thinking about here, Lynn, I think Woolworths have like 10,000 items. Then, for the first time, will you shout out the name of the item that you are thinking about? Pasta. What I have here, ladies and gentlemen, is the barcode for pasta. And you're thinking to yourself, is there no end to this man's talent? Yes, there is. So what I'd like to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to try and get something that you all think about. This is really going to be really hard. But I want you all to think of something now. I think I've got it. Have you all got something? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking that you're thinking. Patrick is the best magician I have ever seen. Okay, maybe not all of you. Maybe one or two of you. Now, folks, has anybody ever heard of well, of course you have. You've all heard of Harry Houdini, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd like to play a tribute to Harry Houdini. Now, Houdini was a magician as well as an escape artist. He was known as the King of Cards many years ago, and he used to do, but he was famous for escapes. And what he'd do, he'd go behind a curtain, they'd do him up in a straitjacket, he'd sit there about 3/4 of an hour, he'd read a newspaper, have a cup of tea, and he'd bounce out, and people go, wow, the people don't have that attention span these days. I got half an hour, you guys would be asleep without me just sitting here on my own. So, what I'm going to do for you today, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a straitjacket, it's the other thing. I am now going to attempt to escape from my own jacket. Have we got a jacket, please? We do indeed. Now, this is not my own jacket. This is actually the jacket that was in the case that I brought from the airport. Because he's got my jacket. It's brand new, look. It's got a label on it and everything. It doesn't really fit me, but I'm going to attempt to escape from it. So I'm going to put it on, because he's driving around in my stuff. I'm going to use this for like 5 minutes. Perfect. And I'm going to need 2 helpers. So I'm going to come down amongst you to pick the helpers. I need young, healthy, fit people, which is a major problem here. I love your hair, sir. Terrific idea. What's your name?
Jeff.
Give this man a round of applause, Jeff.
Hey!
And I think this guy over here in the blue shirt, yes. Come and help me, sir. Give him a round of applause. These guys come out to help.
Oh my god, this is gonna be funny. Right, Mom? You look like me too.
This jacket is a little small for me. So you're Jeff and you are Julius. Spell it. Oh, Julian. Okay. And where are you from, Julian? Sydney. Sydney? Okay, both are straight. Julian, stand over here. Jeff, stand over there. Now, guys, Harry Houdini would get done up and he would escape, but he would handcuff them together inside a straitjacket, right? Before the straitjacket. I'm not going to use handcuffs. I don't know if you know this. Have you ever heard the saying, getting through the red tape? Yeah? Do you know where it comes from? It comes from China. Because the police don't carry handcuffs. They actually just tape your thumbs together, which immobilizes you. Now, you two guys are going to immobilize me with some green tape, because I'm Irish. And that's the only tape I have.
You're going to film it on that one.
Jeff, I'm going to put my hands behind my back, and you're going to use that tape. You're going to tape my thumbs together with the tape. Make sure you get the sticky side down. Might be twisted there. And just go around my thumbs with the tape. Now, Jeff, you can use as much of that tape as you want. Well, not really. Once it runs out, you've got to stop. But until it runs out, you can use as much as you want. And put it on tight just the way you're doing, Jeff. I don't care how much you use. You will know when to stop, Jeff, because if you look at the ends of my thumbs, they will be a blue color. Keep going, Jeff. Put a bit more on. Make it really tough. And Julian, you just look cool. Now, it's getting tight now, Jeff, you know what I mean? Well, up to you. If you want to do more, you do more. Up to you. You're happy? Bring it up. Okay, Julian, can you check that he's done a good job there? My thumbs are really tied together. They can't come apart. Yep. You can put the tape on the stool over there, Jeff. And you folk, you can check my thumbs really are tied together. Now, guys, I'm going to walk in to this little curtain thing here. And you guys are going to, you'll see two tags. You'll see a tag here, and there's one at the back on both sides. You see one here, Jeff. Grab a tag. That'll be your front one. Yep. There's two. Should be two. Now your front one's hanging down here. Yeah. Okay, you got a front and a back one, Jeff? Okay, you got a back one? Don't rush it, we've got nothing better to do. I'm standing on two, there we go. Hold on. Hold on!
It's so hilarious.
Hey, wait a minute. You get his side, that's why, You take those two sides. You take the other, Jeff, take that one in your, yes, and the other one there. And you take that one, yes, you go. Now, it's not their fault, folks. I chose them, okay? Where's the other one?
Mom, no flash.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's so bright.
I got it on mine ready.
Meanwhile, I'll tell you another Irish joke, okay? Irishman injured Scotsman. When they travel agent, they see a sign. You work it out between you. They see a sign, Mediterranean holidays, and a cruise for $1. And they say, we'll have that. So they walk in, they got it sorted. I gotta finish the joke now. So they pay the $1, they walk through this door, and they plank out, and they wake up in the Mediterranean in a rowing boat. And the Englishman goes to the other two, he goes, I told you it was too good value for money. The Scotsman said, I think it's great value for money. And the Irishman goes, I don't know what you're complaining about, it was just the same as last year. Okay. So guys, just stand equal to each other so you're a bit forward. Go forward a bit there. That's it, okay. Now, there's only two words involved in this. One is up.
The one's down.
And the other is down. So when stretch your arms out first. Yeah, and go back a little bit. So when I say up, you're going to lift this up above my head. And then when I say down, you're going to take it down. It's that simple. But since it's you two in the mess, the first bit up. Maybe hold it down a bit so people can see me for now, okay? And since it's you two, we're going to have a little practice, okay? So when I say up, okay? Up! That's perfect, and you keep it like that there until you hear me say the word
Down.
I'll say the word down. And when it goes down, now you'll notice that I will keep my thumbs tied behind my back at all times. You got the idea? Let's have another little practice. Up and down. Up. Oh. Oh. Up. Oh. Harry Houdini used to do this in 3 hours and 25 seconds. I'm going to do it my personal best of 15 days. Down. Up. Thank goodness this jacket is very small, very hard to get on and off. Oh. Hand down. The last little bit, can we have a little bit of music, please? Hand down. I'm a bit stuck here, Jeff. Can you check that that's tied there? Yes. Julian. Something tied together here.
By the face.
Hand down. And I got the jacket off. And look at that. My thumbs are still tied behind my back.
Yeah.
Guys, you can actually drop the cloth now. Drop the cloth.
Drop
And
it.
give these guys a tremendous round of applause. They did a really good job. Julian, stay up here. Give Jeff a round of applause. Just over here, Julian. Now, I quite like this jacket. It was just a bit bigger, but keep it.
That was funny.
The young lady
Did you have a good laugh?
that I give the bag to, or whatever, what was her name again? Jan. Have you opened the bag? Have you looked after it?
Mum
What?
found it.
Good, because I didn't want you to. I want you to bring the bag up here. Give her a round of applause. She makes her way up here.
Split splash, I was taking a bath. All about a Saturday night.
You make a great assistant, Jan. Now give the bag. Don't overact. Give the bag to Julian. And Jan, you come and stand on this side over here. Now, Julian, can you? There's a little tie in the bag. Can you untie it, please? And open the bag up. And can you just yell out to people what is inside the bag?
Glass, plastic glass with a bit of wool, a bit of
Okay, that's exactly what it is. Take it out, please. No, the glass. And give me the bag. Now, Jan, you'll notice a piece of end hanging of the wool there. I want you to grab the end of the wool, and I want you just to hold there. Can you then move the glass onto your flat of your hand so people in the audience can see the little ball of wool inside the glass? Yep, okay, and then, Jan, you can just pull the wool backwards as it unravels.
So you lie the same. Or you fall down the stairs.
Jan, stop. You can use two hands to pull the wool, and then you won't have to walk off the edge of the stage. Just nice and slow. Oh, what's happening now there, Julian?
just about running out.
Yeah, and what is it, the end of it?
White thing, little grey thing.
Whoop! Just let go. It's let go. Let go.
That's a little note.
Let it go. Watch my lips. Are you married? Yeah, that's why you're not following instructions here, I can tell you that. Okay. There is a little note on the end of it. Now, Jan, I'm going to give you this little note. Take the note and open it up, please. Meanwhile, I will roll up the ball of wool. The reason I picked you, Jan, is because you have glasses on, and I assume that those glasses help you see. It's just I pick people with no glasses and they haven't been able to read this. There is a note, Jan. Yes, I'm going to get you to stand up with the microphone, please, and I'm going to give Julian a big round of applause as he makes his way back off stage. He's telling me good. Okay. Now, Jan, on that note, they'll find a sentence at the top. I want you to read out one sentence. But first of all, say hello to everybody in the microphone so they can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good, Jan. Okay, I want you to read out just the first sentence, Jan.
Tonight, at my show, everyone will have a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah, you.
Even if I'm not dressed very well. Okay. And the next bit, Jan, what does it say?
They will be amazed when
Okay. Jan, read out number one.
the number was 7.
Yes! Settle down. I'm a little bit giddy myself. But I got that one. The next sentence, please, Jan.
The animal was an elephant.
Yes! It's not over yet. Whatever you do, remain seated. Jan, the next one.
The supermarket item was pasta.
Wait, there's more. What's the last thing it says, Jan?
P.S. Patrick is the best magician I have ever seen.
Yes! And you have been the best crowd that I've had tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Jan's looked after the bag. Give her a big round of applause as she came up here to help me. Thank you very much indeed, Jan. Put your mask back. I can't tell you how I've done it. Magicians are not allowed to tell how the tricks are done, so I can't tell you, unfortunately. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've been really nice. I'm doing another show tomorrow night when you might have settled in and been asleep and had a bit of a rest. And I'm down at the other end of the ship in the Vista Lounge. But it's really been, I'm really pleased that you did turn up tonight, because I know the first night of a cruise, people, they got to check in, they got to go to the bags, find their way around the ship. You've done well. Give yourselves a little round of applause. Also, a round of applause for everybody that helped me, because they probably didn't want to get out. For all the guys in lights and sound up there, backstage, they are going to be working so hard over the next number of days you're on the ship. These guys work